Oh, the necklace I'm wearing. And
Which
that
one?
is I know. Well, but I keep switching them back and forth. But this is another little surprise for Jay King. Let me just tell you this. Let's talk Campitos, my friend. And we are talking not only just Campitos Turquoise, which is a story in itself. You want to make sure you have that marked down when you get this at home. I'm going to go ahead and flip my reversible side. Well, I always wear turquoise and lapis together. So maybe I'll just leave it as is. But anyway, here's the exciting part, Jay. This necklace was originally $99. Yet, and let me ask you, has this been on the air yet today?
Nope.
Okay, Black Friday deal price, $20 off. This is Campitos, and when we talk about that ice blue color, I'm gonna, Jay, if you trust me enough, right? You're gonna let me showcase these?
Okay, I actually brought some of this material just so you can see, and this is the Campitos, this is the blue ice. Normally I just bring the big sea foam.
Yeah.
This is what this is cut from, see that? That's iron pyrite.
So it's like marcasite?
It's like fool's gold is gold, that would be fool's silver, right? So it's iron pyrite, and that's how you can tell if it's natural Campitos. Campitos is the only turquoise really that I'm aware of that has, as the matrix in it, actually has iron pyrite as a matrix. And so when you see those marks in that necklace, that's what you're looking at. Here's what you're looking at in this necklace. That is probably one of maybe 3 Campitos turquoise necklaces I've made in my career.
Really?
Yes, and here's why. I am not going to waste my Campitos blue ice, my Campitos turquoise.
On a beaded necklace.
Making necklaces, right? You don't cut beads. And in fact, if you look very closely at that necklace that she is wearing, what is it? They're just nuggets. So some of those nuggets that you're seeing there are big enough I could cut cabochons from them, and it would be a nice clear blue inside with maybe a little matrix. But I went ahead and sacrificed, I used some of the bigger nuggets, and that's all a Campitos blue ice natural nugget necklace. Now, for whatever, okay, just hopefully you'll take my word for it, that is a rarity. Nobody actually even has the material that they could do that. But I personally would never ever make a necklace out of the material. The material is too rare, too limited. So the only reason I did this is on this, because of the size of the nuggets. I couldn't cut really big cabochons, and they weren't big enough to do substantial inlays. So as we bring things in, this is what we do with every material. There's not a single material that we bring in to our lapidary warehouses that doesn't go through the exact same process. The first thing when it comes through the door, it's all sorted by size. They run it through a screening process. It's all sorted by size. Then that is divided into size and color. So you have size and color, and then we go from the grade. So it goes through size, color, grade. Everything is sorted like that. In this case, this was actually sorted by size. So they're also sorted by color. So they're very similar sizes, and they're very similar colors. And so when we have this, and I really can't, they're not big enough that I can really cut substantial cabochons, then we kind of set them aside, and that's what you're looking at. I normally, this is a rarity. I maybe have done a Campitos necklace, maybe twice, maybe 2 times before. So this is something that I just don't do. And the reason is you can't get this material. We're down to the wire on this material. I've got very, very little of this material left. And just like this nugget, this is a perfect example. The nugget that Lynn is holding right there right now. Now, see something like that size, I would have, I'll keep, because I can cut a big cabochon from that. Sure. I can make it, but that's when you see Campitos, from me, when you look at Campitos, you're usually looking something with a cabochon, right?
We're usually gallery collection too.
In a gallery collection, cabochon or inlay. But the inlays are not usually little dinky inlays, they're long inlays. So that is the only reason that we're able to do that necklace. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a kind of a lame way is that this is a real rarity. And also, it will not be, I'll be out of Campitos, the turquoise, especially the blue ice, by the middle of 2024.
Really?
If I can stretch it to the end of the year next year, it'll be a miracle. I'm down to the last of the material I have. There, like I said, that closed over a decade ago. Nobody has the material. You can't get it. The only way you can even see it is if you have it like we do, where, you know, we collected it over all those years. We got, as far as the blue ice, I got the last 2 loads of blue ice that came out before the government came in and shut the whole thing down. And it will never reopen. The only way that they'll ever be able to open the Campitos deposit again is probably spend around, you know, $20–30 million and open it up. The only thing that they could do is make it an open pit mine. And it doesn't have enough copper to make it really worth that. And, you know, you can't, you know, like when you mine turquoise, to make that an open pit, it would cost so much to move that dirt that nobody's ever going to do that. You could never make the turquoise worth that much. There's still more turquoise in that mountain. There's lots of turquoise, but to get to it would be cost prohibitive.
So there's still a heads up. I don't know if you saw me when I was looking at Jay, and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I know I've obviously heard about the Campitos and know that it's mine that he has not been able to get. I know that all the Campitos mainly are more expensive because they're larger cabochons and part of the gallery collection. When Jay King says that there's going to be absolutely zero beaded necklaces or very little Campitos as of 2024, that's when the light bulb just goes off and says, okay, just like lapis 7 years ago. And that's when it's like, all right, and I see the progression, you see what happens, and it's like, through the years, I've kicked myself.
Okay, but if you come to my house or come to my studio, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. I have, in my studio, I literally have 2 shelves. Each of them is 25 feet long. They're 25 feet long and they're about 18 inches wide. On those shelves, now I've got a lot of these shelves, okay? There's not just that, but I have two of those shelves that have nothing but turquoise specimens on them. They're nothing but turquoise specimens. I have one area down on the end of one of them, and you can see there's like a divider. Those are all the materials I have still left that I have quantity to make. The rest of those all are specimens of turquoises that I've had in my career, right? Because I always keep one specimen or maybe a couple specimens. But that turquoise is now non-existent. You can't get it. And that's what's going to happen with this, and real soon. I'm just telling you, I don't know anybody I can go buy any rough from. Nobody I know. I have so many people that have been trying to buy my rough. They know that we have it. They want to buy it. I could sell the Campitos, especially the blue ice and the bigger pieces, for way more. I could sell that rough material for way more than any design that we will ever put it in and be able to sell it here on air. The only reason I don't do that is, like a lot of the turquoises I have, then I wouldn't have it for our designs. It would kill the show. So we always try that. I'm just telling you, this is one of the next turquoises that we currently have available that will be non-available, and it will be no way to bring it back. No way.
That scares me. All right, well, people listen to Jay King, and especially tonight at $79.99. If you're just tuning in for our finale hour of our big 24-hour jewelry day, what an opportunity here. 5 flex payments on all jewelry, $16 whenever your next billing statement may be. If you're gifting this, or again, you just want to get it home and you listen, you want to try it out for 3.5 months. That's how long you have. We have extended returns, but we won't repeat this value. Or you heard Jay, the beaded chain.
Even the value, I guess what I'm trying to get through to everybody and what I'm trying to say is that this is the kind of stuff that if you want, it's collectible, right? And it's just rare in the fact that we never really even used it ever when we had it before. We never made necklaces out of it. The material is too rare to do that, and so you're not going to waste it. So this is really kind of a great opportunity to be able to get a necklace. And again, it's not the biggest, it's natural nuggets, all right? It's not they're not huge nuggets, but they're not huge nuggets, because if they were, then I would cut them into cabochons. But it's the opportunity to get that, and it's at a fabulous, very, very reasonable price.
Oh my, no, yeah, even at $99, or it was originally $99, it's one of the few of 4. Think about that, strands, and this is the one, like I did with lapis, you put it home, you have it, you listen to what Jay says, date it, put, you know, Campitos, Mexico, and know that you're not gonna be seeing this color going forward for a long, long time. So 854-572 is your item number. Okay, quick update for everyone. Is it my earrings? Well, you know what? It makes me sad. I hope a lot of times when I ordered these earlier, so I probably will get canceled out on them, but that's okay. I'm happy for everybody who was able to get